My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 30th, 2025. It is 5:20 a.m. This is video number 3. First video, it was supposed to be part of this list, but we were talking about the houses of the leftovers, so I decided to keep it as one video. So let's continue. Actually, this is the next tweet. Okay. Is this Kate Middleton handling food with her bare hands and fiddling with her Ethiopian hair wig? Oh my god. Okay. The squad are talking about Kate's hair because when Meghan and the kids and Harry went to volunteer for Thanksgiving, I saw some tweet. I don't think I have it on the list, but some squaddies or derangers, I should say, were talking about her not wearing a net or something like that. So the squad started tweeting about the leftovers not doing the proper health and safety handling food. Okay, so this is what this is pretty much showing. All right, let me pause this. Nothing screams happy marriage like a husband who treats his wife's popularity as a personal threat. How are you openly talking to your wife like that during a photo app? That's the laugh here. Bro, you're supposed to be her partner. Just clap. Okay, I don't know what he say. If the audio is caught up. It's only 10 seconds.
Thank you, Bob.
Like this? There you go.
Oh my
Yes, perfect. Yeah. I mean, it's your it feels
Thank you, Bob.
They're doing it bare hand, no gloves. Okay, if there was, let's say, a sink nearby where they wash their hand every few minutes if they don't want to wear the glove and before they touch the thing and they clean their hand, that's a proper way of doing it, but they're doing it bare hand. Her hand is on her hair occasionally. All right, please tell me that William and Kate are not copying Meghan's apple hand pie. Form with love, Meghan. Let's see here. Season 2, episode 3. Oh. Very interesting. You know what? I think they are. Wow. Okay, whatever's here, and then I'll go back to the previous tweet. What kills me is the way they used to claim she was a whiz in the kitchen and makes all their meals. I'm sure we all remember Mary Berry being among Louis' first words. Yet every time she's in public, she proves. That was a lie. 100% a big bald-headed lie. The pancake did it for me. That is true. Her smile immediately dropped when he said that. Okay, I'll look at the video again. And the devil knows his wife incompetence at her jobs makes her anxious in front of the camera. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Yes, perfect. Yeah. I mean, it's your it feels
Thank you, Bob.
Okay, you just said, do keep up. Oh, that's true. You don't see the smile here. Whatever. Let's go back. This is the original tweet that they retweet. Okay, pointing here. No net, no nothing. So that's her here. Bare hand, no net. Okay. Recently, the Duchess of Sussex was bagged incessantly for preparing food while still wearing her rings. I'll wait for the outcry of Catherine doing the same. Alright, and they're both wearing jewelry, which is evidently a no-no. What the hell is he doing to that pastry? And 4 rings on the finger. There's the covering eye. I didn't see that, but if the squad are mentioning it, the derangers must have said some nonsense. I hope they didn't share that food and ate it themselves. How disgusting. Okay, always trying to look relevant. Okay, so let's leave that alone. The part that I saw was the hairnet that I saw, but I didn't know anything about the ring. So there she is, she's wearing the ring. You could see it from the video. Next tweet, there's more. LOL, girl, please. I know you go on vacation twice a month, but you and I both know it was an overzealous dye job that you then had to walk back that turned your hair blonde. Talking about it, it was the sun. Okay, are they still talking about that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Kate Middleton opens up about her blondest hair ever for first time, revealing reason for the new look. The Princess of Wales was asked about her lighter lack at the Royal Variety. Again, this is so freaking stupid. You color your hair so freaking what? Why can't you just say the truth? According to the Daily Mail, Paulette said that she told the Royal, I like your hair, it looks like a lot lighter. It used to be brown, but it's gone, light in the sunshine. Princess, I don't freaking understand why. Okay, whatever's here, and then I move to the next one. She literally treats people like they're moron. Your hair doesn't turn blonde in the sunlight. She's taking the piss at the Brits will say. It's a wig, 100%. Does she mean all that sunshine that cancer sufferers are supposed to avoid too much? Oh, this must be the same unique sunlight which turned Charlotte's hair blonde from dark brown. Wonder if plebs could access it. Let's leave that alone. Next tweet. Unnecessary lies. For what? I do not know. Okay, so there's more of this. Another example how they attacked the biracial Meghan for things they let the white Kate Middleton get away with. Racism. So she retweeted that. To the British media, the Rangers and critics who are complaining and losing their minds because Meghan's hair was down while she, Prince Harry, Archie, and Lilibet were volunteering at our big kitchen with her hair down. Did you have anything to say about that? This is the outcry that I saw. Okay? Let's see it. 1 minute and 16 seconds. Let me go into it so you could see bigger. Is there music? Okay, so there's no sound. No hair net, no nothing, and the hair is down. Well, William has hair here, so it must be a while ago. So this is another one here. Handling food. Okay, her hand went straight from her hair to the bread. And then, my goodness. Oh, Lord. Okay, there will be a screenshot. This one is fast forwarding really quick. There's dough right here. Oh my Lord. While kneading the dough. Oh my God, her hand all over the damn thing. I'll rewind it later. Oh my God, she literally put her both palm on the thing. Shit. Oh Lord. Okay, so like around here. No, here. About here, you're gonna see. Bam. Look at this. Her hand on the thing. Her entire hand. Let's go back. I don't want to go to all of this, okay? Oh, Lord. Okay, thanks for posting. You need to thank April Brown and not me. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. Did she touch her hair more than once and then put those hands on the good? And look, no gloves. Okay, these two and then that's it. Hands in her wig hanging all over the food. To quote a line from Wicked, the movie, quote, they have to hate me so that they can love you. That's what the propaganda is all about. A hate campaign so that people can love wank. If only they try just being kind. Yeah. All right, so let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm starting to get tired and I just started this video. I may not... Okay, I have to push myself to record everything that I have on the list. Otherwise, I'm not coming back to it. Okay, so I bookmarked this to share with you. Yep, definitely a phone call to pull the story down. Too late though, there's the life here. His apology doesn't even make sense at all. Okay, so what happened here? I remember sharing this before. Last weekend, Andrew Loney wrote about William's affair with Rose. Now, He's issuing a groveling apology because telling the truth about William and Kate is apparently a capital crime. And yes, this is the same man who happily made up a lie about Harry to flag his lame book. Okay, I'm just gonna read what's on the line. You could read everything here. Okay, let's start it from here. Many of which hit the mainstream media, but there was an unfortunate lapse over the weekend when a story was run without my knowledge. It was immediately taken down. That person has been replaced, and in the future, I will be the sole author of the Substack. You could read the rest. I remember the squad was saying, there's gonna be a apology about this. I guess this is what the apology is for. Prince William and Kate Middleton's affair scandal, royal biographer claimed devastated Princess Bud contact with close friend order heir to throne and to counseling to save their marriage. Oh my God, let's leave it as that. Let's go to the next one. Phew. Unnecessary nonsense. Alright, so there's that here. William Parker Bowles taking a sip from a drink inside the car before walking out of it. And the derangers were seeing it's Kate's hand, lol. Now it's clear it was a drink. There is silence on Derangersville. Yep, well. Alright, so that's a different image. She's talking about, there was a video one of the squad did in slow motion. I shared it in one of my videos. And they were saying, oh, look at William kissing Kate's hand and things like that. The squad were like, nah, he was drinking something. Well, apparently, Hazard was caught doing coke in a nice Cotswold pub and supposedly kicked out of being too rowdy. I'm going to respond to that. How about the Nazi uniform? He chose to do that himself. He didn't have to. Now the car, they serve alcohol. Okay, let's do this. I know you respond to all of that. Watch, I'll share with you. Let me get my receipt. Alright, so this is what I wrote here. Glad you raised these questions. Let's put a S, lowercase. Okay, since I have questions. Glad you're raising these questions. We must wonder who was providing Harry with coke, you mentioned. Pointing down here, that's regarding Camilla's son selling drugs. In terms of the uniform, okay, I point here. This is what I have. I took the screenshot here. Okay, in his memoir Spare, Prince Harry claimed that his brother Prince William and his sister-in-law Kate Middleton encouraged him to wear the Nazi uniform. So that's what this is here. Okay, and then this link is this video. Okay, let's listen.
Guess who encouraged me to do it? Catherine. And it's like, you can't resist putting these digs in all the way through. And then, of course, things came to
Although
a
you
head
could argue
later,
that that's not a dig, it's just a statement of fact, as according to his truth.
Yeah.
But, you know...
I suppose he wanted to share the blame.
Yes.
On that one. He wanted to share, he wanted to say, and it goes back as well to his case about William, is that he thinks that he was sacrificed so that William could remain the golden boy. But actually that moment which shattered Harry's reputation, particularly in his own eyes, because I think actually the public forgave him a lot faster than
okay, the link is there.
But his view is, well, William was there in the fancy dress shop and they were laughing about it.
So was he?
Well, he was the only
this
one
is
who
the
got
thing where,
might
oh
be
my
a
God, it won't
which is
stop.
because a picture tells 1,000 words.
What the
William
hell?
wasn't in the picture and neither was Kate. But that is, I think...
What the hell? It won't stop. But anyway, so they could go and check it, okay? So that's that. Let's put it here. Let's leave that alone. Block this. Okay, I am spending too much time on these. Let's go to the next tweet. Response. This is my response. There's a lot. It's almost 6 o'clock. Okay, so there's that. And I bookmarked mine. I said, let me drop this here, pointing down here. Okay, I'm responding to this. I'm just going to focus on mine. Prince William shocks staff as he makes surprise visit to country pub. Here's what he ordered. Whatever. I'm not going to click the thing. And there's me here saying, let me drop this here. Okay. Prince Harry donate $1.5 million to children charity. And all of this pretty much repeating almost the same thing, but different headlines with medias. Okay, in September 2025, Prince Harry made a personal donation of $1.1 million, approximately $1.5 million to the UK charity BBC Children's in Need. The funds are intended to support grassroots organizations in Nottingham that help young people affected by violence. What did I put after that? Okay, and I was like, I'm just saying. And this person was like, so? And I responded, I said, pretty much, yeah, so. The major difference here is substance, actually contributing money to help the community grow, versus performative action like giving a tip that only helps the server. So what if he tipped? How many other customers tip when they eat out or grab a drink? There was a tweet that mentioned that he tipped a server about $75 or pound, I should say. So that's what I was somewhat referencing to. I didn't read the article. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Where's the person who said so? That was my response to it. Or did I already block it? Oh, there it is. Let's go to the next one. They're making a big news about he tipped somebody $75. I'm like, okay, so the way the royal family has become anything but family. Alright, the Unroyals were never a family. Their constant jealousy, backstabbing, and fighting for hierarchy is endemic, and that institution falsely portrayed as a family. Like the last two tweets that I just read, where William pretty much wants to look good and he wants people to laugh at Harry and suggest to him to wear the Nazi uniform, even though he knows that it will be bad. He just wanted people to laugh at him, and he suggested. It would be interesting to hear what Charles shared in his Christmas message. It's usually along the line of compassion and the importance of family. Don't see how he is going to be able to pull that off. Hey, you think they care? This is one thing the royal family don't have. They don't care. They have no shame. Never a family, but a failed experiment by the Rothschilds. Teach smarter. Okay, that's an ad. Let's leave that alone. Go to the next one. These people, if they don't put the other one down, they don't feel good. All right, the royal family is an outdated institution with people who don't even like each other. The funniest part is they can't even use Harry and Meghan as scapegoat since they left years ago. Look at the baby that they use. It's so weird. Okay, another demented squaddy escaped the asylum. I responded to that. I pretty much used their own word. Another demented deranger escaped the asylum and run right on X to spew nonsense under Sussex squad posts. Next time, just scroll or ignore. There's me here putting baby deranger in motion. There's that. This look nasty. Yeah, let's go to the next tweet. That's a GIF. It looks nasty. All right, let's pause this. Of course, Charles had a closer relationship with Prince Harry. Really is incandescent with rage. Quote, despite his public composure, insiders describe William is prone to mood swings, end quote. When even the Wells's puppet Camilla Tomniney can find one nice thing to say about her boss, Willie. Okay, it's 1 minute and 10 seconds.
What's he actually like, Robert? Is he going to be a good king?
Well, I hope he listens
difficult, doesn't
he's tricky. I think that there's no doubt that the king used to get on better with Harry.
Really?
There's
Why do you say that?
That's what I understand to be the truth. I mean, I think that the people that know them well said that was part of that. The heartbreaking side of this whole fallout was that the king and Harry should sort of see eye to eye more. They used to have more time.
Okay, as he's saying all of this thing, I'm remembering seeing a picture, I don't think I have it, of Harry as a maybe 6, 7, who was putting or cleaning Charles' shoes. Okay, I think Charles was playing polo and there's little Harry fixing Charles' shoes. Let me see if I could find it. Okay, this is the image I was looking for. Alright, so there's Harry fixing Charles' knee pad or something. And there's William over there. What's in his hand? Is that a drink? Okay, so there it is here. Harry was always there to help people. So this image came to mind. Back to this. Let's finish this into him.
They should get each other more. I think with William and the king, there's always been clashes over the ivory in the royal collection. And clashes over just little things.
The appearance of George, I remember in a photograph on a desk they had a massive row about that.
He can be quite, not controlling, but he's a bit tricky. He's got a bit of a temper.
Well, you use the following words to describe William. You say he's occasionally been over-assertive, can be difficult to handle, with aides approaching sensitive matters carefully. Yeah.
We didn't even need to hear them saying this. There were a time where Charles, William, and Harry were sitting on the on the grass, and William was hitting Charles on his head.
Despite his public composure, insiders describe William as prone to mood swings.
I think that's fair, yeah, as I wrote it. But also, I think that if you go and speak to a few people off the record, they would say that's probably being generous.
Let me read what's there. William is a menace. Just a thought. Harry mentioned that he has ADHD, and it's often the case that sibling can have it too. One of my nephews is more like Harry. The other is quick-tempered and very focused on being better than the others, and only his preferences are important. Somehow, it also fits William. Yeah, I don't know anything about this type of things, but I think if they've been training and disciplining William, this could have been done differently. He's in public. He doesn't even know how to behave and just pretend toward his wife. Okay, I can't believe Tomney was surprised that Charles got on a better with Harry. Okay, has Camilla struck back? Wonder why the so-called journalists are now coming out with what they have known for years. Is KP not paying them enough to keep their mouth shut? Or has there been a falling out between the leftovers and Murdoch? Whichever it is, it's better late than never. Next tweet. Oh, where was I? Okay, I almost missed. I don't want to skip anything. Next tweet. Oh my God, I still have more. Okay, LOL, that's the laugh here. They think being a good, kind, relatable human like Prince Harry is something the other ones can just put on. Thankfully, it doesn't work like that, and everyone knows the Wells are literally sociopaths. Okay, so she archived this. I don't know if any of you want to read it. Since it's an archive link, I'll leave it for you to check it out. Okay, let me go back to this. I'm just reading the headline. Royal family urged to follow Prince Harry's approach and bid to connect with young Britons. I mean, this is the thing. I always said that. They want a template, okay? They don't care about how the thing, Harry and Meghan, come about. There's usually some connection, some feeling of things that they associate with.
Without, I mean, I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes.
Many charities. You're patrons of certain organizations. I read that you have about 15 charities that you're affiliated with. Your brother and sister-in-law have about 35, but that's less than some other members of your family, right? You all are doing it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So how do you focus?
So,
and tell us that by contrast, how many charities might other royals be affiliated with in different generations?
Hundreds. My grandmother had to rewrite the rule books to a certain extent. My father, my mother have also done it their way, and now we're the younger generation coming through, trying to do it our way because the world has changed so much. We believe that by streamlining and by bringing people together in order to effect real positive change is the only way forward. And you know, it worked for previous generations, and we will always say yes to becoming patron of a charity that we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year. I don't think that's necessarily beneficial to anybody.
But the others, they see Harry does. They see the finished product. They just want to copy the finished product. They don't know the hard work that goes behind the finished product.
It is my distinguished honor to introduce someone that I think you'll all be very excited to hear from. He has also spent many late nights and early mornings planning for these games to make them as perfect as possible for each of you.
So pretty much this is that. How hard it is to be a human being, to connect with people. Alright, William just has extremely blatant red flag vibes. He looks stuck up and awkward at his absolute best, then creepy and violent at worst. He tries to mask it, but you can see who he is, and he is not a nice person. He will be a turbo king, and no emotional regulation ability at all. He's a psycho. Allegedly. Huh? There's the laugh here. Let me pause this. They're being asked to mimic Prince Harry. Things ain't going right with the Windsor Empire. But who is going to tell them they haven't got what it takes? The personality to like and love as Prince Harry. That's going to be interesting, fun mimic to watch. There's the popcorn. Is that why the alcoholic is a bar hopping? I saw him sometimes in 2024 bar hopping and the British press, aka his PR team, clapping their hands for him. Next tweet. Clapping for media critic. Okay, let's pause this. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Chuck finding now out he's liege man and loyal. He only pretended to be his BFF long enough to get the hint of Brown out. P.S. I still think Chuck mishandling the entire situation with Harry and Meghan, then tried to overcorrecting when it was way too late. I've said this before, and especially that video when they were asking him question about him and Camilla. I think Princess Diana was alive at that time, where he's saying he has many friends, so many friends. And I'm like, the very first time I came across that video, I'm like, don't you think these people are around you because of your position? You think they really care for you?
The most damaging charge that is made in relation to your marriage is that you were, because of your relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, from the beginning, persistently unfaithful to your wife and thus caused the breakdown. What is your response to that persistent criticism?
That's the persistent criticism, is it? Well, and the trouble is, you see, that these things, again, as I was saying earlier, are so personal. It's difficult to know quite how to, to talk about these things in front of everybody. And obviously, I don't think many people would want to. But I mean, all I can say is that there's been so much speculation, feeding on every other kind of speculation, that it all becomes bigger and bigger. I mean, all I can say is that I mean, there is no truth in so much of this speculation. And Mrs. Parker Bowles is a great friend of mine. I have a large number of friends. I'm terribly lucky to have so many friends who I think are wonderful and make the whole difference to my life, which would become intolerable otherwise.
For him, he thinks these people are truly his friends. They're there only to get things from him. Alright, so now the fallout. I don't know what happened for her to write about this, but alright, let me read. Okay, there's not that much responses. Charles even now has the opportunity to salvage some of his legacy regarding Harry and Meghan. I don't think a return to royal life is in the card, but a relationship with his son and grandkids can be salvaged. I don't know if there is a deal that he made with the tabloid. Harry has one more lawsuit, okay? I think the friendship stopped the moment Harry starts suing them because they cannot control Harry, okay? So he tried his best to please his friends, to throw Harry in front of the bus or under the bus, and he can't control that. So now they're upset with him. They're upset at him. He can't control Harry. Okay? This is the only reason why they were around him, to get things from him. So this is one thing he cannot deliver to his friends. He takes his friends more important than his own son. Okay? I don't think Chuck wants a relationship with Harry's kids. Pretty much anybody that comes from Princess Diana, he doesn't care. An extension to his grandkids. I don't even think he wants one with Harry anymore, but will pretend to if it suits his image. Probably agree. King Charles III's biggest mistake was listening and agreeing with the nasty son, aka William, who had his evil agenda to destroy Prince Harry. Didn't work, and now King Charles III will pay for his lack of backbone by losing the one son that truly loves him. Like I said, Harry was too close to all of those people of position of power. The queen, that was his grandmother. His father, that was the heir, and now the king. His brother, future monarch. Okay, Harry was the eyes and ears for all of them. So those people that Charles considered friend did not want that, because they want to manipulate all the people in position of power. Men in gray suit wanted to manipulate William, Charles, and the Queen, which they have, and then they speak nonsense to William to divide him with his brother, and then eventually got Harry out. Okay? So the one person who had their back, they turn it against the leftovers. Only the Queen knows Harry was good for him, for the institution. Although she could have done much more to secure Harry's thing, but whatever. Charles was never really deceived by the heir. He has 2 sons and knows who's who. He has cancer. Oh, please. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex has managed to succeed outside the firm. 2 things he didn't see coming. Okay, let me read this over. Charles was never really deceived by the heir. He has 2 sons and knows who's who. He has cancer now, allegedly, plus the Duke of Sussex has managed to succeed outside the firm. 2 things he didn't see coming. He can't see any correction he has made. Alright. Charles is a petty, petulant, pusillanimous git. He's afraid of his son's anger. He's also a selfish, self-absorbed navel-gazer. Okay, all show and pretense and no substance. Alright, next tweet. Maybe William, I guess the being physical with his father, and which we've seen in front of camera. So he literally afraid of William, and he does what William says. The fact that British reporters are coming to the US and tracing Meghan's footsteps tells you all you need to know about their fascination with her. I guess the leftovers aren't enough to keep the interest of the British media. Okay, yep, they're now super obsessed, and it's funny, but also scary too. Flew all the way across the Atlantic and the USA continent to see a display. Like what? Okay, they're talking about Meghan as ever being in display. The one that I saw was the godmother's one. I don't know if other derangers flew from the UK to come to the US, because Meghan had other display, I think at Melrose. I talk about it. I don't know if there's another one. Okay, it's not about the leftovers not being enough. It's because they can bully her to her death, and now they are hunting her down. God is good. Trying to plant enemies on her every way. They dog whistle all sort of harm her way every day, hoping someone will take the bait. God is good. God is good. This is true, but God is good. This is why the squad be praying for them. GB News. I don't know if I'm gonna make this the next video here. Let's pause. So maybe I'll start the next video here. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So I'm going to continue the next video with this tweet. Okay? That one. That will be the next video. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better